or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
It's actually a silver lining for Lazarus, considering they can, take today as like a breather. But we're already into the pistol round, and Lazarus have walked into a 100% ambush. 3 players, one at the ramp, one above the ramp, and then one coming from the hell halls. Everybody's flawless, and so even getting kills right now is still a little bit behind the curve, and so far only getting worse, considering Lazarus just went in with a very, very slight weak buy with pistols and some armor. Oh yes, that nade's fantastic. There's a flash in there, and Stewie doesn't seem to need his eyes right now. He'll spray down 3 with this assistance further from that. Still, Elige has one player that's walked behind him on the red box. He's got one out in front of him. He'll line that out. Swag now turns back the other side of the red box, but Elige takes a third avenue. It's over the top. He's unable to get the kill, or yes, he is, just barely with the last round out of his gun. He's finally the first casualty on Liquid's side, but Zelsis is last man up, and he dies immediately thereafter.
And get ready to hold it. Right now, Naf getting ready in this ramp for these 4 Lazarus players. And he's going to find the first one onto Sub Rosa. As he gets flashed, he's going to hide behind the back of the ramp box, able to pick up a second. Stewie rotating in for one of his own, and Naf will get the third on the round. Liquid up. Let's see what they can do here. Execute to come in shortly as we pass the 50-second mark.
Yeah, Naf can get up top too in heaven immediately. There's a Molotov behind the silos that's going to start to push them out, but Nitro's welcoming it. Says, come on guys, I see the next barrel of the second target. Nitro on 2 and a third for the transfer. Oh, Naf picks that one up as well. I thought Naf was going to get that wall bang shot, but Nitro picks up, or sorry, Nitro would have got that wall teams.
Definitely. All right, here we go. Lazarus switching up that pace, going very quickly towards outside, and Elige is going to say, no, I'm hanging out by this red box, and you got to get by me. Not able to pick up the ace, but he gets a phenomenal 4K.
This AK comes back into Swag's hands. If anybody can make a difference with this, it would have been him, but he can't see anything. It was just a spray through. He's actually getting kills. It does look like Liquid are pretty mobile around the map. Dapper overshoots. He's got players that are outside, didn't clear off those angles, and now they'll be able to take 2. Again, Nitro just chaining frags together. And Swag's above this, and look how thin of an angle he was working with up there. He wasn't really getting in a spot where he could go aggro. It's just a style of gameplay that Swag wants to do.
Now the final member left on that Twinkie area is Swag, and Elige is going to take him down as well.
You know, really push it to Lazarus, take this to their own pace as the CT side. So there's a burn in the molly, 100-0, and Stewie now from the ramp room is going to start to line them up. They come through this choke point over and over and over again. Great grenade in there as well. And he'll get the collat on the last 2. 4K for Stewie. Man, these rounds are playing out quick.
What they try to do here, because it looks like ramp's been put down. Outside has definitely been put down multiple times by Liquid, as Nitro picks up a very nice frag towards that Squeaky. As Infinite attempted to go down the vents, but will find himself buried 6 feet under instead.
Yep. Pop flash into the secret stairs area. That only pushes Elige about 2 feet to the left, and then he probably is going to come right back into that because Nitro's also in mini, and he was looking out there. Now Elige, now he's starting to get a little flustered. I don't think jumping's going to help you at all. It might help you with the spam that's coming through, as he does manage to hopscotch that one and avoid all that damage.
He's going to Molotov right in front of him there. Give away his position, actually, and it looks like Lazarus wants to attempt to wrap towards under heaven here. Maybe even take that big garage area. It's going to be Dapper dropping off that mini. He's not able to pick up anything, and here come the rotations in from Liquid. But for now, he plays it passive.
He's got the first. This is a new angle from Naf as well. Finally, he is traded out. Zelsis will pick up that frag. And a 1-for-1 trade, but look at all the damage it also cost Lazarus. Earlier we saw Nitro with a well-timed smoke defending these halls. He's now going to get pressured by 3 players. Would need a beautiful transfer, but now finally Lazarus have their 1-man advantage. Make it a 2-man advantage. Infinite catching the rotation Elige as he was just getting towards the vents. That's going to leave Twist and Stewie. Stewie's got that first shot and the second. Twist got a kill up top too, so it's back to a 1-man advantage now. With 6 seconds left, Zelsis is forced to put the bomb down, and Stewie has the high ground, especially being supported by Swag. But the ramp room isn't looking too favorable. The sun begins to set on this side as another smoke is about to come, I believe, from Stewie. So everything's just getting slowed down. But Dapper and Zelsis get entries. Here comes Naf. He swung out super wide. Lucky to be able to pick up that kill against Zelsis, but it even may have surprised him. We're into a 3v3. The individual efforts are going to be needed. Dapper's able to get one and done. So a fresh smoke came in, and he will opt to go fast through that one. Lazarus pick up a round, and I believe like 4 or 5 rounds ago it seemed. Fast play into the upper. Twist can't get it under control. They actually came around the corner so quickly that Dapper's going to get 2. Infinite on the assist of his flashbang, then finds the next kill. Liquid have Elige and Naf to stand against all 5 of Lazarus. They've taken down their first. The Molly up top in heaven actually airbursts, so Naf might have a little bit of a surprise against the top side of Lazarus defense.
And as Elige goes down to Sub Rosa, Dapper does take down Naf, and that inner rush pays off for Lazarus, who picks up their 2nd round. And the vents, well, we're going to see a fight break out between Dapper as well as Stu.
Yeah, you had players that were in Mini that were playing like an auditory early warning system. They weren't visually watching. Yeah, there was a TK in there. It's just going to make things a little bit more difficult, just a bit. As we've got a 3v2 has developed a lot of bloodshed into the lower site, especially in those vents. Sub Rosa's up on the catwalk observing, making sure, but I believe Liquid have started to maybe get a brute force entry set up. They have control room if they want. They've sent 1 out the lower side, and it's going to be Twist to hold the higher end. Right now, it's just a ghost town out here.
Yeah, Liquid actually cut the sound on the round, and that made the Lazarus side start to think that they went towards upper here. Swag has moved towards the upper area. Sub Rosa peeking out is going to be taken down by Nitro, so the bomb will be planted. Swag by the vents now is being watched by Elise, so he too shall fall in a moment. There you go.
Shot in the ankles first, and then from bottom to top. Now Swag looking outside. I believe that was Nitro on the high end. Stewie actually gets the kill there. So it was a one-shot scout, but it's obviously not lethal unless it's to the dome. Dapper now on the lower side of things has the CZ, but he's got a lot of players coming his way. He has 6 bullets and 3 players out in front of him. He actually splits the difference between them as the Liquid crew continue to just pound straight through those back halls now, all up to Infinite.
And he isn't able to pick up an AK, is able to recover a Galil, however.
But you've got a Mag 7, you got MP9s, you got these fast fire rates. You want these fights to be close. See, Dapper, he's trying to push this. Actually gets caught by Stewie, who's hanging up above the lobby right now and firing through the little ladder hole. So
yeah, that was a bold decision from Dapper. I mean, aside from the close hut battle, as soon as you don't take that fight, as soon as you push into the lobby, you're looking at long-distance fights with that Mag 7.
Right.
So pretty much Stewie puts an end to that. He tries to re-aggress as well towards hut, where Sub Rosa puts an end to him now. So we'll actually see 2 Galils now on the field for the CTs, as Liquid do look like they want to go towards the outer area here and maybe pull off a mini split by the looks of it.
Well, Zelsis has an MP9, and again, same story. Don't want to be poking your head up and staying for those fights at this range. So he's going to wait until they crest the top of those stairs, get into the threshold of the secret stairs, then he would strike. Swag unscopes, spots a target out there. He'll try and re-aggress, but I believe he missed his shot. There's Zelsis pops up at that long-range fight. It was all just to try and make some space for Swag. 3v3 right now. And Swag is still popping off shots, and I believe that has struck some fear into Liquid. They back off of this territory, and they start to advance. This time, if they come right through Squeaky, the timing is just so right. Just as your hut player starts to look the other direction, and then Infinite comes in through Mini, there was only about a 3 or 4 second window there between Lazarus's, at least observations on that upper site, and they don't see any of it.
That match took less than 30 minutes, I do believe.
Well,